again. Today we are working on a 1973 Chevy Caprice convertible. We'll be doing the distributor. It looks like the MSD distributor, something happened to it where it stopped firing. I checked it the other day. It doesn't have any spark, and there's power going to the distributor from the ignition control module. So we're gonna go ahead and take the cap off, and then I'll show you guys exactly what I found a few days ago. All right, so let's get started. This particular car, they have a big block. Most likely, it could be a 454 or maybe 427. But the distributor, they went ahead and obviously they did some work to it. As you guys can see, it has aluminum valve covers. It has the air gap intake. You know, it's got they're running headers on it, so it's got a nice serpentine belt kit as well, and they're running these nice Taylor 4/9 gauges wires on it, so this is pretty good. But the distributor that they're running in there, it's the MSD 85551. We went ahead and got another distributor, so we're gonna pull this one out. But prior to pulling it out, obviously, we want to make note of the firing order, so that way you can basically place it back in the same orientation. And if you don't, you can always, you know, look up the firing order on this engine. All right. So before you attempt to pull out the distributor, you want to make note of like the orientation of the distributor, meaning your rotor where it's pointing. All right, so right now it looks like if you were to say this is 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, you would say it's about 11 o'clock. All right, or if you were to say this is 12 o'clock and it's 6 o'clock, you would say it's about 5 o'clock. So it's all on how you want it to. You can actually, you know, we'll mark it. Let's mark it. It looks like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Looks like here something got hot and it started, yeah, that smells like it's toasted. What caused that, I really don't know, but if I had to take a guess, it would be because the distributor was loose, and so that the timing was fluctuating a lot, and it probably just heated up. Or it could have just been, I don't know, could have just been from wear and tear. My phone is intact. It looks like maybe moisture could have been in there, because this looks a little rusted, but still no reason. That's our baby. Alright, so do that. So obviously, to not cause premature wear to the distributor gear, you want to properly lubricate with this special lubricant that helps obviously break in the gear. Looks like Lucas makes it, and it says apply liberally coating to the camshaft and gear, distributor gear, and yeah. Alright, great, let's do it. Prior to doing that, what we need to do is we need to, obviously there's a slight difference in how it's made, but we just have to get the orientation of this rotor so we can put it in place. Let's see. Beautiful. Alright, so we want that at, yeah. Alright, that's it right there. Alright, so for you, millenniums, right? This is gonna definitely apply to you. We don't have electronic, we don't have electronic timing where the computer times the vehicle like through cam and crank sensor. This vehicle doesn't have that. What this vehicle has is you have points, you have a rotor, and basically the distributing wires where it picks up timing through a pickup, ignition pickup sensor through the distributor, and that times it. So but you have to physically time it yourself through a timing light. So you have to move the timing degree. Basically, I'm not entirely sure on this motor what it is. I can find out, and and time it. So basically, this is a timing light. You want this hooked up to your number one. So the pickup, this is the inductive pickup on your number one. So you put this on the number one wire as close as possible to the spark plug. Be careful not for it to touch the header. And then you basically run this to your battery. You have a positive, negative. You want to run it out of the way so it doesn't touch the belt or anything that can possibly create a fire or spark. All right. And what it does is, for every time number one sparks, it can show you the exact relationship of the spark when it sparks to the relationship of the timing, meaning how close it is to TDC, top dead center. Obviously, it's time, according to maybe 8-10 degrees before TDC, so you can get optimum performance. We're gonna find out exactly where this one is timed at, so we can put it close to where it's supposed to be at. What I'm gonna be looking for on this motor is your timing mark. If this doesn't have a timing mark, or a timing tab rather, I'm sorry, timing tab and timing mark, we need to mark this so you can see how close it is to time. Let's see if we can find it. Alright, so I attempted to mark the harmonic balancer pulley. I'm sorry, the harmonic balancer itself, and then it doesn't have a timing tab, and they're using a fluid damper, and it doesn't have lines on it. So I got it to start, but I can't time it because we'd have to put timing tab and find TDC and mark it. So this will conclude the end of this video. I may do a part 2 if the owner decides to get a timing tab and do it and time it properly. Obviously, that'd be the best thing to do. But right now we got the distributor in. I've got it snug. I'm about to lock it down once I warm it up and see how it runs and see it, make sure it starts fine after a good warm up. And yeah, and take it from there. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. All right, crank it up, Pops.